Haha, you forgot. Alright, what is going on YouTubies? What's up Team Heart? Today we're gonna do a simple maintenance on our Subaru, and it's possibly gonna be the same for multiple cars. So if your windshield wiper empty light just came up, or if it did not come up and you're just watching this video because you like me, then I give you 3 thumbs up. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you on the car dashboard. It's empty now. No more wiper fluid, huh? So essentially it's pretty simple. We're gonna fill up the windshield washer fluid. Did you also know that when our windshield washer fluid is empty in the Subaru, it sends this information via Starlink? It does.
No, I don't know.
It does. And now they have a record that we are out of washer fluid. Pretty strange if you think about privacy, right? Alright, so we need a few simple things. The first thing is obviously the washer fluid. I'm using this O'Reilly's, the blue stuff that they call it here. Well, earlier we used to use Rain-X, but then we had this white residue kind of thing happening on our windshield, which then shout out to this guy. What's his name?
Nate.
Yeah, Nate's Interactive Auto. He did a O'Reilly versus Rain-X comparison, which I was gonna do because I wanted to find out, because I have used Rain-X in the past on but those are those squirty little small bottles, and I used to just wipe them off with hand. But using a complete solution like this, I've done it for the first time and then it did not work out great. So I'm switching to O'Reilly. I'm gonna see how it works out because Seattle temperatures are quite different, but it does rain. This is summer season. Let me just tell you, it probably will work out differently in winter. We will see. We will probably make a review if that's what you guys want to see. Next thing is some shop towels. I really don't need it. I just bought it because I was there. Okay, this is something you might need or may not need. You can also do without this. See, the crow flying up there says you don't need it, but I just bought it because it was like $1.50. And I think it's a good idea that I avoid spilling any of this into any other components up there in the engine bay. So let's go open the hood. Alright, could you please open the hood for us? Let's see if she remembers this. It's been a couple of months, maybe a year, that you've actually opened the hood. Haha, you forgot. Time up. Okay, there is a latch here. So you feel it, push it this way, and then now pull it up. Pull this thing up, right? Once this comes up, and you look at my dirty engine bay right here. Okay, pull out that stick. Yeah, and it goes into no, the other one. Yes, good job. Then test it. Always test it before you put your head inside. Okay, so this is the place we're gonna fill this up. Engine is hot because we were running it. What do you mean?
We did.
We ran it like even 5 minutes is hot. It has to come up to the operating temperature. So these, I have to tell you this, these yellow stuff, all these marked in yellow, right? Those are because consumer is supposed to check them. It is your duty as owner of a car to check everything that's marked yellow.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll go into all of that later. So this one, pull it out. Obviously it's super empty. Make sure you wipe it off a little bit so that no sedimentations reach. You can just leave that here. Okay, bring your funnel. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
We must also clean up the engine sometime, like just wipe it off with dry cloth, because there's a lot of dust from probably the Oregon trip or something. Hold this. Okay, watch. Push down and turn. This is pretty much, since we came to USA, the strength required is a little bit higher,
That's what I did.
right? And just
You
comes
need
out.
more
And
strength.
then you can watch this. Punch. Yeah, I watched it in Nate's video. To be very slow. This is the slot to put that thing. Put it here.
No, this needs to turn.
Oh, you can't? Okay, give me that. I'll do
You need
it,
that
but
bigger funnel with.
not really.
How much quantity goes into it?
Well, there is a limiter here. here on this there is written. I'll show you. But basically you keep filling up until you see it come here. Okay. Is it like mouthwash? Okay, you can use it from tomorrow then. Gonna drink the whole thing up. There's nothing, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing, the standard one bottle or one full jar wasn't enough. So we might fill up a little bit more later, but this gives us a lot of wipes for now. Now what, we just throw this away there, right? Like just throw it away, right? No, do not. These needs to go in a proper recycling, including these that we punched out. Gonna go in proper recycling, okay? That's the reason I bought shop towels. I mean, we also need it for the other stuff, right? During oil change, but just give it a wipe anywhere that you might have spilled or I might have spilled. Good. Okay, so although it should be clear from the instructions, there's one last thing I want to mention, that is if you get that wiper fluid on your hands anywhere, please wash your hands first. In fact, even if you don't get it, wash your hands, because I'm gonna do that before you end up touching anywhere in your eyes. Alright, now let's see if this worked. Go ahead. Yep, there you go, it went away, right? And that's it, the warning cleared up. That's pretty simple, isn't it? I hope you guys will be able to do it. I know a lot of you probably, easily do this, but this is for the uninitiated, the folks who are probably new to this, probably want to try out maintaining their own car. This is the first simple step I would suggest, and then there's more videos I'll probably do, so you don't have to actually worry going to the service center for these kind of small stuff where it happens, so that the people get ripped off pretty often. Also, I wanted to mention, if you have now this is a really important note, if you have a Subaru from 2013 to 2016 I believe, and if your windshield washer empty light isn't going off even after filling the washer fluid, that's not your fault. You did not do anything wrong. That's probably a issue with the sensor that you gotta take it to the service center. And if you're in warranty, hopefully, which I don't think so, yeah, if it's a 2013 2015, you'd be probably out of warranty by now, 5 years, right? That's a faulty sensor. You probably have to talk to Subaru. Maybe they'll actually take care of it, I'm not sure. You just talk to your dealership and ask them to change that.